So right, are we good? I think we're good. I'm gonna take my first ever trade. This is my first real trade. All right, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so I'm expecting so right now it's the New York AM session, because it is still New York time now. It is still 11:19, which means we still have time between New York AM session. So the silver bullet is from 10 to 11, so we are way past silver bullet now. It's like 16 minutes past silver bullet. That was at 8:30 my time, but yeah, we missed silver bullet, but it's okay. So silver bullet was somewhere around 8:30 was right. No, 8:30. That was like 10 a.m. New York time, which is right here. So any fair value gap that forms after, let's see, so we had a fair value gap, the first fair value gap that forms after, there's no fair value gap whatsoever until 11. Yeah, that's okay. So we see this is the level for our fair value gap. So if it's retracing, I want to see, because this is a run on liquidity at this point, at this moment in time, it's a run on liquidity. So I want to see a retracement back to this fair value gap, this 4-hour fair value gap right here. Because if you look at this, see, this is the 4-hour fair value gap. So we took out this low, right? It's all-time high, I mean all-time low. But overall, we're on the sell side of the curve. So I want to see what sort of reaction is going to happen here. So if there is a reaction, it's going to sort of pop a market maker buy model. That's what I'm anticipating at least. Okay. Right here. So you see over here, the problem is, this is the 4-hour fair value gap right here. So what I'm expecting here is to use this level as a support level, but I need to see confirmation. So right now it's on the draw on liquidity, so I need to see a retracement, and then I need to see where this is heading towards. Ideally I would expect it to retrace towards here if it is retracing towards BSL draw. So like ICT mentioned, this is a shark attack. So this is a shark attack. See, it's like a shark attack. So this is what he describes as a shark attack over here. Like it's eaten, you know what I mean? But this, it's like a smooth. If you have like a smooth point, like over here, see, this is smooth right here. So like if you have a smooth curve, that's when like it's actually supposed to be like you know, supposed to be an actual buy side liquidity draw. So you can see that this is a bunch of displacement, but I'm still not willing to take this trade because this is the fair value gap, the 4-hour fair value gap. So I want a retracement because right now it's just sweeping liquidity. See, it's running on liquidity right here. Okay, so sooner or later I'm going to expect this to retrace back towards the fair value gap, and the second retracement, whatever the retracement is, that's when I'm going to really take this trade. But there's a lot of swing highs. As you can see, the swing high was taken out as well, parallel to this. So let me just actually mark down all these swing highs that it takes out, because this is the next swing high over here, and we have the next swing high over here. Sorry, I would use these levels as my swing high, and then we have another swing high over here. So this is amazing. All right, we have a lot of confluences in here. So what I'm expecting here, what I'm expecting here is a retracement to this fair value gap. Use this level as a support level and then retrace higher. That's what I'm expecting. But as you can see, this is overall on the sell side of the curve, so I don't want to be on the sell side of the curve. So what I'm anticipating over here is for this to sort of use this fair value gap as ideally is as an inverse fair value gap and be on the seller side, because it's going to sort of do this, right? So right now I'm not trying to take my trade. This, I want to see this. This is what I want to see, and then reverse it from there. You know what I mean? I don't want to see like this. You know what I mean? This is just a drawn. You know, it's retracing because there's displacement, strong displacement towards this, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be bullish, because the overall trend is what? Bearish. See, we're on the sell side of the curve. This is the buy side of the curve, sell side of the curve. So I'm not expecting to be on the buyer side yet, because I wanted to take out this draw over here. It did take out this draw, so now it's aiming towards, it did take out this draw as well, so now it's so close to taking out this draw, but it's just not taking it out. So we just gotta give it some time until it takes out this draw. So I'm waiting for this draw to be taken out, so I'm expecting this is gonna be like the market maker buy model. So it might hit it might go up here and then come down. So I'm expecting this to like use this as an inverse fair value gap, because if you think about it, right, there's a higher likelihood, this is the longing bar, so there's a high likelihood I would make a bigger ratio if I take like a post. This is 1.27. okay, let's just note this down. 1.27 is my ratio. All right, this is my ratio, but let's look at it from the shorting position. All right, from here towards this low and this, where is it? Yeah, that's the high. So let's assume like this high is going to be like somewhere here. That's a 3.68 ratio, so it's a clear 1 to 2. Like I can have like a proper 1 to 2 if I'm going towards sell side liquidity, because I have a lot more space towards, you know, my retracement, if that makes sense. See, I have a lot more space because I can entry at discount as well, so that's ideal. So I don't want to be taking the buy side liquidity little trade over here. No, that's gambling. I want to wait for a proper setup. I don't want to wait for like this improper setups over here. So I'm trying to take this downwards, you know, use this inverse fair value gap and then retrace lower to this. This is the sell side liquidity draw. So you see, this is where it starts. This is the buy side of the curve. Okay, we have the manipulation leg over here, manipulation leg right here. Sorry, where's the manipulation leg? This is the manipulation leg, and then we have the what do you call it? The manipulation leg. Hold up, manipulation. Yeah, the manipulation leg, and then yeah. So this is the manipulation leg, and then this is the reversal. So this is the last leg before it goes on a reversal. So this is the manipulation leg right here. See? So overall, we're on the sell program. So what do we want to do? Ideally, be on the seller's side. So what do we see on the 1 minute frame? Let's see what we see on the 1 minute frame. So it seems like, okay, this is very messy at the 1 minute, but if I get rid of this, you can see this is the fair value gap. It's retracing a little higher from this fair value gap, but sooner or later, I'm expecting this to be using this level as a resistance level and then retrace towards the sell side liquidity draw over here. So at this point, right over here, once it shows clear displacement, maybe like displace right here and then come down, but once it shows clear displacement, that's when I'm going to really take the trade. This swing high is just a smaller swing high, so I would ideally consider, because it's like a shark attack once again, it's a consolidating phase. Because this right here is a market make a buy model, so if you like trying to get good at like identifying those, because if you look like zoom in on like a lower time frame, for example, look, market make a buy model right here. See, it wasn't really a market make a buy model, but it popped at least to like 75% on the buy side curve, and then retraced lower. So this is why market make a buy models are not always certain for sure, you know what I mean? But this is a market maker sell model though, like over here to here, but that's just breaking structure towards the downside. I'm just a psychopath, but yeah, you get the point. So over here, let me see. So I'm trying to take my first trade once I see this displacement properly over here, below this low, you know, use this inverse fair value gap, retrace towards sell side liquidity draw. Okay, actually ideally I would say I would target this as my lows, but because these swing highs, I don't really like these swing highs, but I mean it is a magnetic zone in a way, but I really like swing highs. So ideally I would want to take this trade for maybe a little bit below, maybe from like over here, because then I have confirmation as well. Ideally I would have a proper 1 to 3.5 type trade. You see, this is my swing high, 3.64. So I have a proper 3.64 trade over here. So that's amazing. I just need to see my pattern formed. So this is what I'm expecting, what I want to see. Seems to be a magnetic zone. So it's like this is my TP? No. Yeah, no, what? This is the TP, isn't it? but it seems to be rejecting price. Like price seems to be rejecting from here. So if anything, I'm expecting, so the price seems to be rejecting from here. Because this is just a sweep. So even if we do go lower, it's gonna, I'm expecting it to go here. Overall we're on the sell side of the curve, so see? We're on the sell side of the curve. So they're gonna push the price downwards towards the draw and then retrace. That's what I'm expecting. Waiting for this to be used as an inverse fair value gap and then retrace towards the draw. This is the same shit, isn't it? Is that about the short-term lows and the short-term highs? Yeah, so this is about the lows and then this is about the highs. Yeah, there you go. Internal term high. So there's a fair value gap always afterwards, but I think he hasn't made that clear. Intermediate term high. There's an intermediate term low between, there's a long term low between two intermediate term lows. The two short term lows between the intermediate term low is between the short term lows. So see, short term lows, intermediate term low in the middle. So it's nothing but just like swing lows with a fair value gap following it. So it's pretty simple. Short term highs, this is an intermediate term high. Same concept with like in between two intermediate term highs, we have a long term high. This happens all the time in the market, especially in like a repeated scenario. See, now it's starting to retrace lower, so I'm waiting for price to use this 4-hour fair value gap. Okay. This is the fair value gap right here. I'm trying to use this fair value gap to retrace. I did take out the lows, so that's my question. If it does go higher, it would go here. Right now it doesn't seem like it's convincing me. It doesn't convince me at the moment. It's the time in New York right now. 11:30. So it's like half an hour till lunch. Half an hour. Half an hour more. Half an hour more. Half an hour more until we use this as like a inverse fair value gap. To use this as an inverse fair value gap, yeah. We're using it as an inverse fair value gap, see? It tapped into this range, see? Tapped into it, swept liquidity. Now we're on a distribution, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Power of 3. This is a sweep, and then boom, distribution. So I'm just waiting for that distribution to be formed. On the lower time frame, you can see the clear indication of the accumulation, manipulation. Now I'm expecting distribution, at least below, definitely below this low. But ideally, I would like to see displacement to confirm my theory. That's when I'm gonna entry. That's when I'm gonna go in hot. You know what I mean? So, sorry. Trading is a boring job, but I like it. I like it. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just went off the breaker structure. This is awesome, you know? It's one of those things where, hold the fuck up. Alright. See, this is just a manipulation, distribution test. This is gold. Let's see what's going on gold. Seems to be a higher time frame, fair value gap. Yeah, I mean, if we were tracing, it would go all the way up here, isn't it? Ideally, even like here. BSL. It's a BSL draw. So we're using this fair value gap as a point of retracement. See, we're gonna use this fair value gap. I want this fair value gap to be used again, and then go higher from there. This is the swing high. So I'm expecting this to be like a market make a buy model. Might be able to go for a trade here. It's gonna be outside market session, so that's also not the best case scenario. Because when there's less volatility, you might lose the trade. So it is what it is. Oh man, can't just take random trades, you know. Taking a random trade, it's not gonna be 24. What about tomorrow? If tomorrow never comes. Okay, so Dow Jones seems to be okay. So there's SMT. This is bullish. Tomorrow never comes. Seems to be going on a bit of a reversal, isn't it? Honestly, I can clear the rest of this chart because I don't really need anything else except for the SMT. It's following alone, but I think there might be a pullback on either, like both of them. You know, might be a pullback, might be a pullback, might be a pullback. Because right now, it's following in its tracks. This is bullish. I think it's gonna take out this high and then go lower, which is very similar to like what this is trying to do. It will take out this high and then go lower. That's what I'm anticipating. I won't take a trade yet, honestly. Let's give it time. Let's give it effort. Let's give it time. Wait, watch a trading video in the meantime. Just to be familiar. If tomorrow never comes. We try to digest gap theory. So price came to the weekly swing high. It could turn price, but we need to wait for the swing low to be considered broken before considering bearish. Right, so it needs to break the structure on the weekly. I mean, on the weekly, we're bearish. See? On the weekly, we're bearish. We're bearish here. But we have a lot of manipulation over here. So there could be a likelihood that this might be like accumulation, manipulation, and then distributes higher, but I'm expecting this low to be taken out first. See? Expecting that low to be taken out. That is our low at that point, you know what I mean? See, over here. Accumulation, manipulation, and we have a distribution leg. So we're distributing towards where? Here. So on the 4-hour time frame, you see the same shit. This is the fair value gap, so I want this fair value gap to be used as, maybe take this high and then like use this fair value gap to use retrieve lower. So that's the entry that I want to go for. Tap into this fair value gap. Tap into this fair value gap and then come down from here. Proper 3.64 RR trade. Let's go. 3.46, my bad, I'm tweaking, but you get the point. 3.64, my bad. So we're gonna use that fair value gap, and on the lower time frames as well, we're gonna use some sort of fair value gap. And we're coming down. This seems to be invalidated at this point, but you know, we're using this as support and then trading higher. So I want to see an inverse fair value gap somewhere here, and then use that as like a like somewhere here. That's where I would like ideally entry. If I miss entry, I'll go to 5 minutes, and then, you know, because it seems to be retesting this level. See, I don't think it's gonna break higher than this. Even if it does, it's just a small sweep. See, it's a rejection zone right here. It's getting rejected. Embarrassing. I'm just kidding. It's okay. It's okay if you got rejected, my boy. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, it's okay, man. It's okay. It's all good. All right. There's a lot more opportunities on your way. All right. So the fuck. Okay. So you see, this is the rejection zone right here. See, this is the rejection zone right here. So it's not. It's failing to close above this. So it's safe to say that it's going to use this fair value gap to retrace lower. Back, push it back here, because this is also rejection zone. There's a bunch of order blocks here. See, bullish order block right here. Boom. Went to TP up here. Should also get good at like identifying internal term highs, because if you think about it, like internal term highs are like the reason for, where is it? This is an internal term low. Internal term high. So that's what I need to get good at, because internal term lows are easy. Internal term high is like the hardest part. So it's like the highest amongst three, isn't it? So this would be like an internal term high, isn't it? Yeah. Internal term high, see? It's like the highest amongst two short term highs. So you see there's an internal term high here. So basically an internal term high, in other words, is a highest swing high is a internal term high. Highest swing high. Sorry. Okay. Alright, so with that out the way, let's look at what's going on here. So this is a internal term high right here. And where's the next high? Send it over here. This gets so confusing, I swear to God. Like in this type of choppy market, it's so annoying to like point out where the fucking the thing is, you know what I mean? So this is the short term high, short term high. So any wick that like sort of pokes the booner type shit, you know what I mean? But yeah. Use this for fair value gap as an inverse fair value gap, and then retrace lower to sell side liquidity. Easy stuff. Inverse fair value gap. WW. Let's go. Yeah, this is just sweeping liquidity. This is just manipulation, accumulation, manipulation, and it's going to distribute pretty soon. So the distribution leg is where I'm going to catch the short, basically. Just short all the way towards SSL draw. The first SSL draw. I'm not trying to go lower either, because it seems to be like a very rejection zone, isn't it? Yeah, it's a very rejection zone. I want to take this trade, like, at least in the PM session. I want to take this trade. Seems to be retracing higher. So it's going towards this, is that what you're saying? Should I entry? No. No. It is using this fair value gap as support, so I could. I mean, let's see the risk to reward here. Long. About this fair value gap. Where this swing low and then this swing high. How much is that? 1.36. No, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. It's not really worth it. If I could take it here, that's almost it's almost 1.92, so if I could take it there though, that'd be ideal. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. Because we did take out this swing low, but that doesn't really mean that we took out the whole cycle. It seems like we're retracing from here. So we're seeing a bit of a reversal from here. Ideally though, I would be targeting. This is my target, ideally. Hold up. Let me show you the ideal scenario. This. That's like a 0.63. Does that make sense? No. I don't like it. I'm going for something else. I don't like you, man. I don't like you. I do not like you. See, it's displacing lower. Rejection block. It's rejecting, price is rejecting this level. This level right here. Might have like a 18,000 correction. Okay, there we go. Retrace, come on. Come on. Come to Papa. Come to Daddy. At most, rest of would be like over here. Or from here. Yeah, there we go. So that would be my risk to reward, honestly. Because I need to get some like good trades first, you know, just to make sure I can like actually be profitable. I just can't be like a fucking idiot about the trades that I take. It's a 3.5 ratio trade, so I could technically risk $50 and try to make 100 and more than 150. Because that's like first phase. If I can pass first phase with one trade, then that's ideal. Because at that point, I only lose $50. You know. Let me think. Think of it like. It's like a 1 to 6. What the fuck? No, that's a 1 to no, that's because I started here. Yeah, that makes sense. No, I'm tweaking. No, I put this as my stop. Oh my god. I'm actually tweaking. Hold up. Other way around, my bad. My bad. Sorry. This is my stop loss. And this is my mother, this is my father, and we all hate you. We all hate you, pussy boy. Alright, so right here. Yes, once this inverse fair value gap. Once I see a reaction here, this is paper, so I don't really care. So once I see a reaction here, proper reaction, that's when I'm gonna really take this trade. Okay, I can literally pass my like prop firm challenge if I like entry somewhere like here. And then my entry somewhere like here, you know? Because I know it will, so it's just a matter of time, you know? It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time, man. Just a matter of time. Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my mind racing. They got nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you, babe. They might say hi, they might say hey, but you shouldn't worry about what they say, 'cause they got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby, baby. Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my mind racing. They got nothing on you. Yeah, stroking my nuts, nuts. Come on, use this fair value gap, inverse fair value gap, come on. Use that shit real quick. Spit on it. Hot poo type shit, not me. But yeah, we gotta make sure we hit this. Come on, bro. Don't take so long, bro. God damn. So such little volume in the market, bro. I swear to God. A shit volume in the fucking market right now. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I want the fucking market to be like flooded with volume, you know? It's like one of those situations where it needs to retrace. Come on. This is on paper, so I don't really care. But when I'm actually making the real trade, I should make sure that I'm on the right track, you know what I mean? But yeah. Fuck. There's shit volume right now because it's fucking, what's the time right now in New York? 11:49. So it's fucking it's lunch, almost lunch. 11 minutes. It's gonna be lunch session for New York. So I need to see an retest over here. This is my entry. It's my entry right here. High, low, high, high, low, low. Call that shit a fucking breaker block. Ideally a unicorn model. And then I would entry from here, aiming towards this low. That in itself, I mean, I'm not trying to aim all the way down here because I know for a fact that's gonna fuck me over. Alright, so it's a 2.33. That's gonna be the trade that I'm gonna go for. 2.33, man. 2.33. 2.33 right here. Please use this shit properly, bro. I need to see a proper retracement. Imagine it just goes higher. That would be so fucking annoying. That's so fucking annoying if that happens. It's retesting this level. Price is retesting. Okay. Alright. Okay. Seems like we're dropping. Calm down. Seems like we're dropping a little. Okay, never mind. We're not. Let me go learn order flow. Price came to the weekly high, swing high. It could turn price, but we need to wait for the swing low to be considered broken before considering bearish. Right. Weekly swing high. Weekly swing high, right? This was the weekly swing high right here. This wasn't a swing high. This was just. Fuck you mean? Where the fuck is price? Oh, I think it's talking about this. So you went for the weekly swing high right here. It could turn price, but we need to wait for the swing low to be broken to consider before considering bearish. Yeah, this needs to be considered, but at the same time, if you look at the concept of might take up the high and then go lower. That's okay. I'm gonna let this play up a little bit. That's perfect because it's gonna take out the high and then use this inverse fairly gap. That's what I was expecting. That's what I was waiting for. Ideally. So it's rejecting. This is a rejection, price rejection zone right here. Alright, so we're gonna make that a little. There we go. So that way it's more clear on the lower time frames. See? Right. Amazing. So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm going to. So you see that right here we have a accumulation, manipulation, and we have a distribution. But at the same time, we will see an accumulation, manipulation, and we have a distribution right here. So seems like we took out the low. Because we took out the low, we're gonna go for this. Oh man, that would be so fucking annoying though if we go for like this swing high. I'm trying to see, like, it's paper, so I don't really give a fuck. So let me just take it until this point. Because it would, if it takes out this swing high, it's not gonna make a buy model. Still not going for that ratio though, because this is such a shit ratio. Look, say it was this. Wait, this right here is okay, but we're on the sell side of the curve, so I'm not trying to go for sells. See, this was like the first swing high in the first place, so I'm not trying to go for a sell. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no, baby. Fuck no, baby. Okay, I'm not trying to go for sells yet. Let's wait for price to retest. Come on, retest this level. It's launch, isn't it? It's launch for them. 6 minutes, it's gonna be launch, so